You're watching Two Button Crew.
Go power up, dudes! Yeah!
Today, Nintendo fans are going to be uniting with Xeodrifter, a new indie game on the Switch eShop, which we reviewed, and we gave it a good score.
New. It's new for Switch.
New for Switch, and aren't they all?
They are indeed.
So here we go. As you can see right next to it, I've got Mutant Mudds collection, which at first I was like, Xeodrifter's way better. Now I'm like, Mutant Mudds is way better, especially when you get to Super Challenge and stuff.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It looks like similar character models.
Similar.
Is it similar gameplay?
It's not really. Both of them move and jump and shoot, but they even jump differently. They move at way different speeds. So, yeah. Not using the same engine or anything, I say.
You say?
Ignorantly.
I'm sure Glenn will correct you. Please.
So here we are. There's 4 planets that we get to explore. Mm-hmm. We really wish our warp status wasn't danger. So we have to go find our warp core somewhere. So this is already a unique element. I mean, in Metroid games, you don't really get to pilot your ship around, so that's cool.
No, not too much.
You get to point and woo!
Yeah.
And this is really the whole game right here.
It's like asteroids without the asteroids.
You can go left. You can go right. No, I'm just kidding. You can land on a planet.
Oh, Glenn needs to be updated. He says he left his goulash, left to get the goulash out of his microwave.
Here's Camargo Cargan!
Here's Camargo Cargan!
We're having goulash! Oh.
Scott said that Mutant Mudds does not have the same engine as Xeodrifter, and I was curious to see if that was actually the case.
Probably does. So that first planet, there was nothing we could do because we couldn't turn into a little
submarine.
Submarine, yes.
But we get that submarine thing in this world.
You know this?
Yes.
You know this stuff?
I know this stuff because I just started replaying it on Switch. Because I was playing it on 3DS, and then I got very sidetracked. And then I was supposed to record some gameplay footage for TBC, so I downloaded it, and then I wasn't able to get that footage in time.
I used really awesome footage for the review. It was a speedrunners video. That did lots of jump cuts to cool parts of the game. And if you watch our review, I also, sounds silly, but I was intentional about matching up what I was talking about to what was being shown on the screen. Which, that's the extra mile that you can go to make the video review extra good. Hey! I am not. Oh no!
You're gonna die. You're gonna die, boy.
Oh, I can't do anything.
He's gonna heal himself.
Now, one thing that I did criticize the game for, a little bit, is that when you press the jump button, you jump a certain height.
Yeah.
And you can't hold it down to jump higher, you can't just do a quick tap to go super short into the air. And you actually saw me get hit because of that a couple times, because I jumped and I got punished for it, so to speak. Now,
this game is strong.
Yeah. Now, Simeon is better at being present with the game and not making foolish mistakes. So.
And not talking to anyone. Completely spacing out.
Yep. Right now, Glenn is like, I don't see anything about the engine. It's okay, Glenn, you can relax, buddy. Simeon just wants another time of me being wrong recorded on the internet.
Yeah.
But
get wrecked.
This is a really short game too. Some people are calling it the perfect length. Some people are saying it's bite-sized. And yeah, it only takes a handful of hours to beat. It takes a little longer than 100% if you want to get everything. And speaking of getting everything, Simeon just unlocked the submarine.
Yay.
Glenn says it uses the Mutant Muds engine.
Yes!
All right.
+1 health.
+1 health. Very nice.
Okay. Now, I was going through here. There's a thing in here. What is this thing? What is it? Is it in here? Where was it? Can't remember. I shot something and it exploded, and maybe it's not over here.
MacTX is here. Hello, our friend. He says, Glenn doesn't seem like the type that relaxes too much. Which is true. He's a hard worker. He's hustling. He's getting that master's degree. And I just recorded a special edition podcast, a Glinterview, or a Glinterview, if you will, all about him. So that'll be exclusive on Patreon. So you'll get to see that MacTX, and your suspicions about him will be confirmed.
Oh, no.
A lot of indie developers filled that Metroid hole for us for a period, didn't they?
Yes.
It was like Cave Story, Axiom Verge,
Guacamelee.
Xeodrifter, Guacamelee.
Guacamelee is great, by the way. If you haven't played Guacamelee, go and play it.
And there was some that weren't on Nintendo platforms, like Shadow Complex was very Metroid. But yeah, Atooi was one of those companies that saw the void and stepped in to fill it. Samus is somewhat back these days.
Oh, Fob.
It was kind of like Samus Returns came and went, but there's more Metroid on the way from Nintendo. This is one of those games that was there for us in the interim.
I hope I don't die. I know that there are, like, sometimes things in the walls.
Yeah.
But I know that sometimes there isn't.
Most of the time there's not. Like, that's probably... Oh.
It's those big blocks that are going to do
Yep.
it.
And once you get, like, some gun power-ups, if you do the little wave beam thing, you don't have to worry so much. So you are the constantly shooting approach, huh?
Yes. At least I'm not, like, tapping it the whole time. Sometimes I don't, but sometimes I do. I don't always, but when I do, I do.
Crazy sick. Let me try
Crazy sick!
Crazy K says, I concur, Guacamelee was awesome. Love Shadow Complex as well. Haven't gotten to Axiom Verge yet, but I do want to play it. And I believe that's on sale right now, so you might want to look into that.
Here's the thing about Axiom Verge. Don't try to understand it. Have you beaten it yet?
No, I did not get very far.
Totally worth playing, and it's worth paying attention to.
Yeah.
But if you don't understand it, like, I don't even know if you're meant to. Here.
Okay. You want to read what Sparkling Cyanide said?
Yes, he says there are just so many. There are just so many incredible indie games. The Metroidvania games are some of the best. They're very much at home on the Switch. They look and play awesome, and I very much agree with that.
Here you go, you play. Here's a dead end for you.
That's how I do.
Were you using the D-pad?
Yep.
I just can't take my hand off the D-stick.
I don't want to hear about you and the D-stick. I really don't.
Fine.
I've heard all that I can take. You have a problem, Scott. What do you think of the music in this game?
Honestly, when I review a game, that's what I have the least credibility to score, because most of the time I'm not hearing it. Like, I'm playing while my wife is trying to nap or sleep, or I'm listening to a podcast, or I'm in the lunch break room and I don't want to disturb everybody. So really, I don't get a sense for how good a game's music is, sadly. What do you think?
I think it is reminiscent of the time in which it should be reminiscent of.
Okay.
And it's not particularly, like, mind-blowing.
Right.
But it's definitely not bad.
The end credit song I do know, because that was made by, what was it, Brian Altano from IGN. He actually wrote the song for the end credits.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Is it as cool as the ending theme to Splosion Man?
Ooh. No, because this one is instrumental, but... Oh, yay!
Oh, yay.
Oh! I almost hurt myself on that. That reminds you of Metroid.
Yes,
Tell you what.
very much.
Alright, you talk.
What was I saying? Oh, the music. Like, to me, I don't know. I'm going to have to do a top 10 list of the best soundtracks, like overall soundtracks. Like, 'cause, a lot of people talk about, individual songs being good or whatnot, and of course, the Zelda theme and the Mario theme are iconic, but I gotta say, there are certain soundtracks, like full soundtracks, that just work and are awesome. And not all of them are Mega Man. Just in case you're thinking they're all gonna be Mega Man.
Please,
Most of them are.
please listen to the Celeste soundtracks, for that list.
I will do so.
Because I've listened to that more
Nice.
than I've even played the game.
Wow. And that's coming from somebody who doesn't music.
Yeah.
It's just a plain shift. When are you gonna get the pizzazzy shift? Ooh, oh golly, that is
Really?
hurting my eyes.
Alright, your turn again.
Okay.
So plane shift is pretty cool. That's never been in a Metroid game before.
No.
And I like how this game does a little blurring effect on the foreground, so it's not, like I said in the review, you don't really miss the depth of the 3D because they make an effect that looks pretty good.
Okay, apparently I can't go that way. Do you remember, and maybe you remember the title of the game, but there being a PC game, it was like a free download, and it mimicked the old DOS games, and you were like a green person. You know what I'm talking about?
A green person,
Oh,
huh?
crud.
I don't know. I don't remember very
It was
many
like
PC
you
games.
shoot people and crud. Okay, there wasn't anything to get. I thought there was something to get that I missed.
You being crazy?
Angus beef.
Maybe you should go to a different planet.
Maybe I should go to.
Maybe you should just leave this planet, Simeon.
I don't want to be on this planet.
Oh,
anymore.
you good. You had a checkpoint not too far away. I thought you were gonna get kicked back to your ship or something.
Oh, yeah, that would have been bad. Oh, poop.
A couple things that are floating around in my mind. One is I've been playing this and Mutant Mudds, and the developer is amazing at HD Rumble. There's so many different, I think they're called profiles, for different types of rumble. And in Mutant Mudds, there's this row of hammers that go boom, 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 one after the other. And depending on where you're standing, you can feel that vibration go through the entire controller from right to left. And then I noticed in that last boss fight that when he's lifing up, when he's recovering health, and each one of the pellets drops into him, it's like boof, boof, boof. But then when he jumps back into the foreground and lands right next to you, it shakes your controller a lot harder. So they make good use of the HD Rumble.
There you go. I died.
And then another game with an awesome soundtrack is Super Mario Odyssey.
Yes, that's been good as well. But I don't know. Super Mario Galaxy
Yeah.
had such a good soundtrack.
There we go. 7th time's a charm.
Yeah, 7th time. So Scotty, besides getting your eyebrows waxified,
I don't know what you're talking about. I would never do that.
what if you guys are wondering why his brows look particularly on fleek
Thank you.
today, what have you been up to?
Simeon, this week was nuts. I don't know how we both arrived here.
It was nutso butso.
Yeah. Thank goodness for Glenn, who keeps reminding us we have a podcast to record as well.
Yes.
So this is another
When
cool
you can.
mechanic of Xeodrifter, where I now have one gun point, and I can apply that to... What do you usually do first?
Oh, man. I don't know. You can go...
Because that's more bullets.
What's the first one?
That's speed, I guess. This is...
More bullets.
More bullets.
But there's also wavy.
Yeah.
And also bigger. I don't know. Oh! There's so many things.
Thank you, Sparkling Cyanide. He likes the eyebrows. Oh!
Oh no! I knew I was gonna fob and get hit.
Sometimes when I get hit that early, I just die.
You just die.
Do you ever do that?
Yes.
Okay.
But not often.
I've been doing that
sometimes I
all
do.
the time. This game is $10, by the way. Was that a thing in the 3DS version where you had to jump?
To shift?
Yeah.
I can't remember. Fob this. I'm going to defeat this game. Never mind. I died. Angus beef.
Alright, all you gotta do...
Do you have gun?
No.
Nah, that's dumb.
Is it, though?
Yes.
It'd probably lead to some weird sequence breaking if you could, like, get something and die and respawn with it.
Possibly. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Ah!
Correct. I keep telling myself that I don't have to kill everything.
I know.
But dying like this makes me want to kill everything.
Yeah.
Can you go up there?
Yes.
Do you need to go up there? Or do you need gun?
Where?
To the right. To the right! Get the gun!
Aren't I?
No!
I'm going to the right.
You need to go up!
Up and to the right.
Yes.
Ah! Getting the gun refills my life, right?
I don't think so.
I wish I could jump more precisely.
That's one thing that it seems so simple, but I really haven't seen anything else do it quite the same. And that is how Mega Man jumps. How Mega Man jumps is kind of unique. Like,
oh, how he jumps up.
Can I just die?
Yes, you can.
Fob!
You can't even die with dignity.
I'm trying to get turned around so I don't... Somebody is Leroy Jenkinsing.
What does that mean?
Do you not know who Leroy Jenkins is?
Well, I know he's a person, but what does saying his name mean?
What? Scott, you are a noob.
Yeah.
This is like video game history 101.
It is not. He's like a painter or something.
He is not
He's like an Olympic athlete.
He is not. Okay, somebody please explain to Scott how much...
Oh, you can't because you're playing so beautifully right now.
Okay, I will tell you, it has to do with a game you've never played.
Well, there you go.
It's from World of Warcraft.
Well, there you go.
There's a guy who just said...
Wait. So what game is it from again?
World of Warcraft.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow!
Oh my gosh! I don't like that feature that you have to jump and then, like, as you're falling down because you're afraid of getting hit, shift.
That's a feature, huh?
It's a feature.
I think it's just some level design.
Okay, I'm gonna do something. Well, first I'm gonna do big.
Whoa, that's a big pellet.
Actually, I'm gonna minus that.
Oh no, Rumble's only on mid. Put that up.
Rumble on max. Oh. Oops.
Careful that your hands don't shake off now, Simeon.
I like wavy.
Yeah. That helps with your search for pickups, huh?
I think so. Yes! Die.
Tell me in the chat, please, if you've ever played Xeodrifter before or not. So
or if you know who Leroy Jenkins is.
So that we can know if this is helping somebody. If this is exposing you to this indie darling for the first time, tell us.
Wavy.
Leroy Jenkins, Max says. Basically the guy who's supposed to wait for his team but went ahead all by himself while yelling his name. Let's just say the raid didn't go as planned and he's a meme now.
Yes.
Tisa King, who's that? She says, all I hear in my room is my husband yelling at poor Scotty Face. I'm disappointed, Simeon, disappointed.
Hey, you're supposed to be on my side.
We should definitely record the podcast afterwards. Your wife can't, well, you can prolong your beating.
Yes. Prolonged spankings are... I was going to say prolonged spankings are the best, but that doesn't sound good. That just sounds weird and awkward.
Well, Miyamoto said a prolonged spanking is eventually a good spanking.
But a rushed one is forever bad. Okay, actually, I think we're done here. For now, at least.
I listened to Dennis Regan. You know him?
Is he Brian Regan's brother?
He is. He's like...
Really? That's
yeah.
a guess.
He's like if Brian Regan went into a time machine and came out damaged.
That is depressing. And
he said, my dad used to have this two-sided belt. One side was brown, the other was a whip. He's like, I preferred the brown side. He looked good in brown.
Oh my gosh. Ow! I must get to my ship. Bob that. What, did that do 2? I think I did 2.
Sparkling Cyanide's never played it before, but he says it looks good. Ooh,
Yay,
another
gun.
one. Plus one gun.
121 guns.
We got some more excellent A-grade gaming industry commentary in the chat. MacTX says, Simeon seems like the type that isn't into the spanking. I don't know about Scott, though.
You've got us pegged, man.
Simeon must like spankings, though, because he keeps trying to play Smash Bros. Against me.
Oh! Ouch, burn.
Paul says, wow, I have never even heard of Xeodrifter. This is amazing. Plane shift is mind-blowing. Paul, so glad you're here. Thank you for watching. And yes, you are correct in your observation. Plane shift is amazing.
Oh!
And it gets combined later in the game with all these different mechanics that just make it go crazy. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do not know what you're talking about.
So
I haven't made it much further than this in the 3DS version because I took it real slow. Oh, fob. I'm going to die on this last guy, aren't I? No, I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him with wavy.
Are you, though?
No.
Just look where you have to stand. I think people liked my Smash Bros. Burn because Sparkling Cyanide says, oh snap, Scott, ha, and your wife says, get wrecked, Simeon. That's a good stopping spot.
When you try your best and you don't succeed.
There you go. Mutant Muds, everybody, is another game by this developer. This is Xeodrifter.
Yes, it is. It's fun.
$10 eShop. Last you 3 to 5 hours. You'll have a great time. You'll die a lot.
You will. You will indeed. We died a lot, and it was in the same section over and over again. This is the beginning of the game.
We have more awesome segments coming up for you. Please stay tuned. Thank you for watching, and thank you for being a part of the crew.
Don't forget to share this with your friends. If you're watching live, share the link. We're not done yet. We still got a lot of stuff to do, including next up, episode 666. Stay tuned.